What's up, ninjas? It's Thunder Pumper Tuesday. Thunder Pumper Tuesday. What was that, Sass?
That is Thunder Pumper Tuesday.
Hold on. I can't hear you.
Thunder Pumper Tuesday.
What's up, ninjas? As you can see, we're home. Just got home a little while ago. We had a shrubbery job that we did this morning, but I did not record at it. I was going to when we got there, but Sassy was already, I let him get ahead of me with the hedge trimmer, so he was trimming everything up, and then I just got the rake and we cleaned everything up, and then we ended up blowing everything off. So I just didn't even get to the camera. The wind, I just, woo! You know how to do that? Anyway, so we got home, and then I told Sassy, listen, we still got, you know, it was earlier in the day. I said, why don't we go home and call it a quits for as far as tackling any other jobs, which I've got several others. But why don't we go home and just finish with the driveway? You know, we only did half of it the other day. So I wanted to show you, this is obviously now that it's dry, how it looks, this part, and you guys have seen. And as if you can remember, if they watched and followed,
Loyal ninjas, yes.
no room. But we stopped right here, and so Sassy went ahead and finished it up. Guys, one of the things that I think I'm gonna make a goal for myself, I'm not gonna obviously make this and try to tackle it in the middle of this year and this season, as we're gonna be so busy, but maybe by next fall, as things start to slow down, either before GIE or, well, probably right after GIE, I really need to do this driveway. Sassy even recommended, like, temporarily just, what was it, sealing it, you know, just to seal some of these cracks. But I don't know, and it's something maybe me and him, if we have time, we can do. I have other things that are more important that I want to get out of the way. But I mean, guys, it's just gotten bad. And when I purchased this house, the driveway was really bad, even when I purchased it, but it wasn't this bad. So it's just gotten worse over a period of time with all the, you know, trucks and trailers and cars and whatever in and out, and it's just, it looks bad. Actually, I think it's like the worst driveway in the neighborhood, Sassy.
So you got to cover your cracks. That's good in the plumbing industry and the driveway people. Keep your crack covered. These things get worse than me hanging out to look at them.
But it looks great, and we can really see the results as it's dried up over there. Super Clean does a phenomenal job. We've already said that, and it shows. So 10 times better than what it was. It's not perfect because the driveway's not perfect. Cracks are everywhere, but good job, Sassy. So anyway, guys, that's what we've been doing, and even though it's still a little bit early in the day, but we would probably have, what, another hour or two, and again, it's gonna get dark. So we're gonna call her quits, but I want to show you that's what we did. A little shrubbery job. We were there for what, hour and a half or so, and then we came back, and Sassy got started with this while I went to the bank and just did a little bit of errands and stuff. And now I just got back, and I'm pulling up with the 2014. He's over here sitting, eating. What are we eating over there?
Little weenies.
Little weenies.
Yes, little weenies good for lunch. High in protein. Get a little weenie and you'll be feeling a whole lot better.
And I have been driving the 2014. Obviously not this morning, we took Tiny, but the battery is staying charged now that I'm using it, so nothing is draining that battery. Truck is perfectly fine. Needs a wash. But, and I'm sorry for the wind, guys, but it works perfectly fine. It's great. So anything else, Sess? Didn't we want to talk about something? Didn't we want to point something? What? All right, hold on, ninjas. Okay, just ignore that. So what did we want to talk about?
Well, I've heard from you know, of course, we got like a weed eater convention where random weed eater people will bump into other weed eater people. Yes. Yeah. You're getting paid by the hour. Okay. So if your boss is busy, okay, if he's on the phone, if he just doesn't want to participate, okay, don't get all excited. You're getting paid by the hour. If he gets out and helps you and the job goes faster, yep, you make less money.
Okay. That makes sense.
Especially during this off season like this, when the boss says, "Here's a job, take your time." Take your time. Don't be trying to get home early. Don't be giving him a hard time about not helping you.
So why do you think, Sassy, that some people, and this is nothing that's happened like just recent, guys. This is me and him have just been talking about, like, you know, going over some things that we've even encountered and seen, and people commenting and whatever, just and just hearing from others how, you know, the boss is just lazy or sitting in the truck. And I'm not even like reflecting this when people have mentioned that even about me occasionally at times, and specifically in the past. I could care less what somebody thinks about me, but you know, like, just in general, like, why do you think people get worked up of just you know, a man providing a job to another man and giving him the hours to earn some money?
Well, because like we said, in this industry, you're in the truck together. You know your boss. In a big factory, you don't ever meet him. He just up in the office.
You're dealing with the supervisor.
Point.
Yep.
Yeah. But you feel like you get comfortable with your boss. You don't ever want to get too comfortable.
That's okay.
It's still business. Even though you're friendly, you're on good terms, he's still got a business to run, and you still are working for him.
Yeah, so about that is, and that's a good point, but like, why do you think, and I mean, this is maybe silly, but why do you think employees seem to get worked up over it, or get too, like you just said, don't ever get too comfortable? Why do you think they do get too comfortable to be able to say, well, my boss just sits in the truck, doesn't do nothing, why is he, or even maybe some of these people who are watching on YouTube and saying, you know, why is Sassy doing this, and why is this other ninja doing this, and why is Nick, join your crew, or join, you know, go work with them, or show leadership, or why do you think people get worked up like that?
A, jealousy, then self-pity.
Okay.
And then for some reason they start thinking this is theirs. Like they're a partner. I ain't nobody's partner.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay for the blades, the gas, nothing.
No payments of any sort.
Nope. No responsibilities.
Except show up, do your job, and you get paid. You know, it's a good topic, and I have seen a lot of people get worked up over that, and it's not necessarily just with me, but even some other people who show, whether it's on YouTube or whatever, or in person, who show that they have employees working and they're doing something else, running a business, maybe in the truck a little longer, whether they decide to come out of the truck or stay in there the whole time you're on a job, that is up to them. Now, what can the employee do about that?
Well, I always feel like you can go talk to your boss, but if you don't think you can, you need to just man up and go find something you do enjoy doing, because obviously this ain't for you.
I agree. If you feel like that you are getting mistreated, and this is really going for people out there who maybe are getting taken advantage of in any industry, not necessarily lawn care, but we're talking about lawn care, you should, you know, definitely voice your opinion and, you know, your concern or whatever. But if you're not being provided with the right tools, the right help, and you're expected to do something without the right tools and without any help, then, you know, well, did you just say, what can they do?
You can go speak to your employer,
or
you can man up and go find another job.
Man up and go find.
Be honest with him, say I don't like it.
That's right, but to fuss around, stomp your feet, give an attitude, or talk bad behind.
Oh, that's childish.
Or talk bad about your boss, somebody who's you know, providing the hours for you and writing you a check. That is just a childish move. I agree, and just, yeah, that's something I wouldn't recommend for anybody. So,
plus, to hear me tell you to man up or to really make you feel weak. So I
hope that helps. But yeah, you know, at the end of the day, that owner has put in his dues, and that owner has developed the foundation so he can provide that employment for somebody else. Now that somebody else can make a living to his or her family off of that foundation. Does that make sense? Isn't it? So that's actually a beautiful thing. And so now that other person doesn't have to take 10 years of their own life to build a foundation. Whether some people are structured to do it, some are not, some don't care to do it, some don't want to, but whatever it is. But now they don't have to worry about it. They don't have to take the 10 years and go through all that crap that owner did. Instead, they can feed off of that foundation, which is nothing wrong with that. You're feeding off that foundation, but you're earning it. You're feeding off of it, but you're earning it. You're showing up, you're doing your job, but it's already there. It's established, is what I'm trying to say.
Capitalism.
So, capitalism at its finest, absolutely. It's the most beautiful thing ever. So, good topic, Sass. Good topic. Right. I'm glad we shared that, because we talk a lot in the truck when we're driving between jobs and things, and sometimes things out of the blue come up, and if we feel like it's a good idea to share, we'll share it. So hope that helps to some of you guys. Don't judge, the owner of the company that you're working for, and and employers, definitely, we already have said this, don't take good employees for granted. Take good care of them, respect them, don't talk down to them, talk to them, and respectfully just part ways if it doesn't work out for either parties, employee or employer. There's no reason to talk down to anybody or disrespect anybody. Everything can be solved in a respectful and professional manner. So, all right, that's it. Of course, Natureman with Sassy.
I'm glad you brought that
up.
Did you know ostriches don't really put their head in the sand?
No, what'd they do?
They don't.
Well,
they never have.
Ostriches never? So they just, they don't do it?
No, that's a made-up thing.
What? I thought they did.
I've noticed weathermen and politicians keep their head somewhere. That's a whole other hole.
Where were we?
Oh, the natural color of salmon raised on a farm is a nasty gray.
It is? Oh, okay, yeah. So you're answering for the question from yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a nasty gray.
They add the pink because if you ordered that fish in a restaurant and looked at it, you
wouldn't want to eat it.
No.
Nasty. Just nasty. So everybody who's said that it's gray, what I'm going to do is by the end of this week, I'm going to go through each video and take all the names who've correctly answered it, and at the end of the week I'm going to write down everybody's name, put it in a pile, shuffle it up, pull a name. What? $25. Yeah, look at that. That's right. You're helping people make some like a little extra money. Look at you.
I know, I should have commented myself. I don't know what I was thinking.
Guys, is that it? So confirm that, Nature Minute, they do
not stick their head in the sand
at all. So that's a myth.
Why? They're in fact very aggressive.
Well, why do you think that started?
Oh, I don't know. People thought they were afraid of them or something. They ain't afraid of them. Don't get in there with that ostrich. He'll eat you up.
Okay. Guys, so much for the video. Just wanted to share some stuff with you, but we're home. Got everything done. We're done for today, but tomorrow... Whack Granny Wednesday, and we'll definitely be tackling some more shrubs, and I will bring you guys along with us.
Ain't nothing more important than keeping granny shrubs trimmed.
Granny shrubs.
Yeah.
Peace!